It's time for the question of the week. So with that, so in East Oakland, California, they find a pyramid. Then on top of that, you got ancient Egyptian artifacts buried in California desert that they find. And they telling us that was an old studio prop that they buried. Do you think that's the truth, guys? When do they start, instead of dismantling old studio props, they bury them and then lose them for years and then re-find them? And why would you bury it? They're covering up things, man. They're covering up a lot of things. They've been covering up what America is really about ever since they got here. And we always talking about how the colonizers whitewashed Egypt and Africa. But I keep telling people, if America is their stronghold, then they had to whitewash everything. They had to clean everything. They had to erase, manipulate, change, and rewrite everything in order for them to stand on the soil that they on, with the indigenous population being us, to not know that we on our own land and what has went on here. This is why we always talking about we built America. I always tell people we rebuilt America in their likeness after destroying our image and our way of life when they got here by force. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. So when you start to continue to study these things, you'll start to see that they've been lying all along, man. This is why they got you running around here calling yourself African American instead of American Indian. Remember, when you go back to the first Webster dictionaries that was being created here, it was what? Copper, which is your skin complexion. Colored, which is what they still call you still to this day in certain areas. Indian, copper color Indian. They dropped the copper part of it, they dropped the Indian part of it, and then they start calling you colored. It's more than meets the eye, man, when you're listening to your Holocaustist children. You got to look past them. Remember, Napoleon Bonaparte said, history is just a set of lies agreed upon. I always say, who agreed upon them? So with that, continue to do your diligence and continue to research for yourself. Because at the end of the day, there's a lot going on that they ain't going to never tell you about. Because why? Remember, you are their property. Why should they tell you anything? And with that, I just don't get it. I just don't understand it. But it is the question of the week. You let me know. Peace, praise.
Operations man checking in. Word just came in. Egyptian artifacts were uncovered out in the California desert. And get this, down in South Oklahoma, farmers dug up a whole pyramid. I'm on my way west to see it all for myself.